Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to Pokesu channel and the Guitar Ladder System. Hey, I'm showing an LH 600, and the title of this video is "Why Buy a a Loar Archtop from Me." I was with the Music Link that makes the Loar Archtops like 11 years ago, before Guitar Center, before all the big boys carried them, Sam Ash, all that, because I could tell it was a great product. Sure, they had a few little cosmetic problems that were very, very minor. It was no big deal. I think the competitors have jumped on that and thrown out like maybe comments on their own, trying to discourage them, because the big boys would sell a guitar like this for thousands. I mean, this is an LH 600. It's a little dusty, but this is all solid hand carved wood with a beautiful flame back. It sounds amazing. Most of the time, I mean, I even did the same thing. I used to mostly buy and sell the 700s and the 350s and the 300s. I kind of ignored the 600. About a year and a half, 2 years ago, I started ordering some 600s. I was just like, whoa, this is an amazing amount of guitar for $1,000. They list for more, but it's all solid hand carved wood. It's a violin voice top. Every time I sell a 600, everybody's just emailed me back that it seems like a guitar you could pay thousands for. Again, folks, you have to look at the philosophy of a guitar company that you buy from. There's very few real values out there, because most of these companies are spending millions of dollars on pricey promotion and marketing, and guess who pays for it? You do. Now that's my sweatshirt's probably deadening the sound a little bit, but basically I just want this. I forget what the list is on these, but I sell them for 25% off list, which is called MAP. Any trustworthy dealer is going to sell them for that price. If you find somebody selling it for less, it's actually illegal. They could lose their dealer agreement with the Music Link. But this is probably tuned a little low. Great guitar for working the Guitar Ladder System. By the way, when you work on a like an archtop like this, it has a solid. This one's all solid carved wood. It helps your ear training, because it's hard to explain, but the tone of the guitar kind of hints at tension and resolution and places you can take chords, and just learning also how to create tone by playing with weight. Like if I just play really quiet, barely, or you learn how to play with weight. But this is a lot of guitar for $1,000. They don't come with a case. In fact, none of the only Loar that comes with a case now is the LH 700. Like I just sold an LH 650, and I just decided to be nice and give the guy a case with it, and I gave him a really, really great situation on the guitar. But anyway, this is an LH 600. If you've always wanted a great archtop guitar, but you didn't want to spend a lot of money, you just can't go wrong on something like this. This is just an amazing sounding guitar. So great for the Guitar Ladder System. Learn how to improvise. Learn how to wake up your musical ear. This is cycle 1, by the way. And this guitar hasn't even been played, not even an hour, and it sounds this good. Like I said, probably tuned a little low right now, because we've had so many weather changes. It's gone from 89 to 56, and then all over the place, and weather changes aren't good for any guitar. So sometimes I tend to keep some of my guitars a little lower, just to keep a little more tension off the neck. No big deal, but just yeah, this is a nice guitar. Like I said, the list is more. I can do this for $9.99. It's got those overtones. This guitar sounds just as good, probably better than even like an L7 or an L5, because the L7 is actually a better guitar than an old L5. The old L5s were overbuilt. That's why they have that kind of dry sound. They're beautiful guitars, but most of them are overbuilt. The better ones are the smaller ones. But the violin voicing wasn't as refined either. But yeah, the Loar Archtops are the real deal, and they just sound wonderful. And this guitar for $9.99, seriously, if this was a Gibson, it'd be going for thousands, and it'd be worth it probably, But the fact is, there's very few companies that offer old world value at a working man's price, which is one of their kind of branding statements. It's not bullshit, it's really true. And they're not going to be able to do it forever. So if you've been thinking about buying like an archtop Loar, like a 350, which I love, kind of gives you that Johnny Smith sound, or I even have a LH 350 that sounds amazing with really great overtones. Or if you want an all solid archtop and you don't want to spend $6,000, you know, this guitar for $999 is just really, really a massive. Hear that sound? It's like the notes kind of explode or kind of have some bloom, you know what I mean? And then you get that natural reverb coming in. And this, like I said, hasn't even been played an hour, so it's going to just sound better and better and better. They sound unbelievable once you get to about 40 or 50 hours. But what's fun is as you play this guitar, you're just going to start hearing. I can usually hear it after about 3 hours. It starts to sound better, and it just gets better and better. It's really fun. Really has a tone. You can get this exact guitar. This would be a great guitar to work the guitar ladder system with. If you want to check out my original music, go to stevezook1.bandcamp.com. That's stevezook1, not spelled out, .bandcamp.com. To read the review of my CD by Mr. Stephen Stone, the great writer, guitar collector, recording engineer. He writes for Stereophile, Audiophile, Vintage Guitar Magazine. He even mentions in his write-up of my CD that he's bought 3 or 4 guitars from me. Folks, I'm a good guy to buy from. I know what I'm doing. You know, you got to trust somebody out there, and so that's why I mentioned some of this stuff. But anyway, this guitar is available. You can get this exact one. It really has a sound, and it's even got some kind of like, I don't know if you can see this, kind of like almost like flame, like thick flame on the back of the mahogany neck that kind of reminds me of like a barbershop, you know, one of those big plastic round barbershop things. This has got some really nice wood on it. It really, really has a beautiful, beautiful tone. I've kind of got the mic kind of far away, but I'm sure you can hear it. I better stop. Not very warmed up as usual. I just don't have a lot of time to warm up. It takes me about an hour. It takes me about an hour to warm up on guitar. So, but anyway, this is really a beauty. I mean, for I really believe the Loar archtops are such a strong value because I've been dealing in them for 10, 11 years. And like I said, I think it's going to be one of those guitars where down the road people are going to be like, damn, why didn't I buy one of those when they were cheap? Because, I mean, you know, it could get to a point where they just can't make them anymore. The Music Link has actually dropped, you know, several guitars that I really love just because it's gotten too expensive to make them. So, you know, an all solid hand-carved archtop guitar, and the company's vertically integrated. Even though they make it in China, they buy the wood, they hire the carvers, they hire the violin voicers. You know, they're hands-on. They don't just subcontract it out to another company. So the value is real and it's huge. There might be a day when these archtops are going to be a hell of a lot more money. So I tell all my clients, buy one while the price is really, really a very, very strong value, which is really rare in today's guitar world. Most of the time you're paying for a company's millions and millions that they spend in marketing and advertising, and they have these really clever ads and everything, but very few really real strong values in the market, and the Loar archtops are a real value. I've also got a 616 triple O all solid mahogany guitar that's really excuse me, a great value. Anyway, this exact one is available. I'm about 4 feet from the mic, so All right, folks, take care. This exact one is available, $9.99. It's a lot of guitar for the money, and it is available right now. All right, folks, take care. Bye-bye. So let's end it with a shot of the back, huh? All right, take care.